Let me go to a different target and see if the position of the scope makes a difference. Crazy. NGC 6888. Enter. It's screwed onto the front of the camera, so I don't see how that would be possible. But who knows? Anything's possible. I'm going to go to a different object in a different part of the sky, and let's see what happens. Slew to and center.
Telescope slew into target. Telescope slew complete.
Almost directly at the zenith. Okay, let's see. Maybe the wife needs me. Let's see. Hold on, that's the Crescent Nebula. Okay, let's see. Get that out of the way. Okay, so let's now start the average stacking. Okay. Yeah, that's the Crescent Nebula. Let me change the description. Um, I don't need text that big. NGC 6888. Okay. I think that, Jeff, I think that has to do with either the darks I captured earlier or I have a light leak in the path somewhere. There's one way to clear that up. Where's my dew shield? Son of a gun. I'm going to try capturing a new dark and seeing if it makes a difference. Scope is capped up. Okay, scope is capped. And I'm going to unenable the stack. And I'm going to take some darks. See, you see that yeah, it's still there. And the scope is capped up. So what is causing that? Very interesting. See if I have a way of wrapping the I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to drape a black cloth around the camera to see if any of the light in here is causing this. Very interesting. See if I have any clamps. Of course, whenever I need a clamp, I can't find any. I know I had some clamps here somewhere. No? There's one. Let me see. Bear with me, folks. I'm trying to rig something up. Okay, now the camera is wrapped with a black cloth. And it's clear. Okay. So maybe it wasn't the black, the dark I was playing, maybe it was the light leak. Well, I'm going to capture just a couple of darks while I have it all covered. Dark field, disable a dark. I'm just going to capture 3 30-second darks. Ow, mosquito. Because I don't want to bore everybody. And I'm definitely going to show this to Rock tomorrow. See if we can figure out where the light's coming from. So now I got 1 dark. Now there's no corrector ski on a Ritchie creation. And inside the observatory here, it can be moist as anything outside, but it stays bone dry inside. Despite, what does it say? It is 63% humidity right now. I think having the concrete floor covered with the rubber mats. So I've captured 2 darks, and I'm almost with the 3rd dark. So as soon as it captures, okay, let's see, and then it'll be, okay, I got the 3 exports, and I'm going to go to, that'll be a 30-second. Delete 30, save, enable, and now let me uncap the scope. Okay. Okay. Scope is uncapped. So hopefully we still have the crescent nebula in there. Boy, it's barely oh. What changed? What changed? What changed? Something. There it is. Okay. There it is. So there obviously was a light leak. There is a light leak because I had the camera wrapped in my black cloth I use when I do solar observing. Hey, Nino. So now I haven't started stacking, average stacking. I'm going to, what the heck? I'm going to stop. I'm going to go to 45 seconds. Start looping 45. 45 and average. So let's see. Let me erase exposure. Click. Click. 45. Yes, I am running HCG. So now we got the first of the 45-second exposures coming up. I'm going to have to do something with the camera because there's light leaking somewhere. I'll have to look further to find out what is actually causing that. Around here down in the swamp, almost anything is possible. Okay, we got a second in there now, average. Starting to look a little bit better. Let me zoom in a little. Okay. And if it wasn't for this bright moon, I wouldn't be using that 12 nanometer filter. It'll be interesting to see what happens when I go back to the color modes. I clicked color, so gradually this will change from grayscale to reds. How far am I from the moon? Let's see. Angular measurement, I'm about 55 degrees from the moon. See, that was the first one with the red enabled, or the color enabled. It reminds me of cotton candy. What time is it now? Let's see. 8:27, about 40 minutes. Story Jack's going to be broadcasting from out on the West Coast. Well, we can see once I get the another colored image averaged to the stack. Because I'm averaging 5. See that's another one in there. I'm averaging 5. So Matt, do you want me to what, raise or lower the white point, or? No, I have not. And if I did that now, I'd have to retake the darks because the digital binning 2 darks would not match the digital binning 3. Let me go back to 67, which is the full. Got all kinds of bugs crawled over the screen. What other fairly small nebula do we have around here? Let me look for some diffuse nebulae. Okay. Diffuse nebulae. Okay. And right now we're at azimuth 308 and altitude 75. What happened? My list of objects just cleared itself. All constellations. What? Okay. Hit the wrong switch in Sky Tools and everything disappeared. Diffuse nebulae. What about a diffuse nebulae that's somewhere near where I'm aimed right now? So I'm at the crescent now. And it's 17 minutes of arc by 9. So the veil is too big. Hi, Terry. I'm going to have to go to the other meridian. I have to do a meridian flip. Let's see. Let's see. The bubble nebula is at azimuth 20. Oh, what the heck? I'll go to the bubble. Okay, slew and
Telescope slewing to target.
okay.
Telescope slew complete.
I'm over by the bubble nebula, so let me stop the stack. Hopefully something is somewhere in the field of view. Man, mosquitoes. Let's see. Let me do an eraser. Oh, the bugs are having a field day in here. Well, we got the bubble. Woohoo! Okay. Let's start doing some average stacking. So this is a single 45 second, and now I'm going to start average stacking. We never get that cold here, so we always have bugs. Well, we have gotten to 35. Last year we did have a little light snowing on a couple of occasions, but that was very rare. Doug, hopefully the video I sent you today helped. I'm zoomed into 100% right now. So I got average of 2 in the stack now. This is it's probably the best I've seen the bubble. It's looking pretty good tonight. Now I'm going to click off color and go to grayscale. So gradually, as the new stack builds, it'll get from red to gray. We did some solar earlier between Starry Jack and myself. He was trying to get set up for the night. And I'll be shutting down shortly to go inside the house and watch his broadcast. Yeah, he's going to start in about a half an hour. Yeah, I'm pleased, Larry. It's I mean, 100% is probably the best zoom. I mean, I can zoom in more. That's 200. The top zoom is 400, but then you start getting pixelation. But this is 400 zoom. That's 300 zoom. 200 zoom. 150, then 100. Oh, I forgot to put the name, Bubble Nebula. Let me put it in there. Bubble, 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 bubble. Okay, Bubble Nebula. Okay. Evening, Jim. can either increase the exposure time or increase the gain. I'm going to stop the alignment. I'm going to go to gain. 80, 160 would be 100, and then stop the looping and then go to, is it 120? Let's see, 120 gain. Start the looping again. So, good night, Matt and Aaron. Glad you could stop by. Where's the gain? Gain will now be 120. One, two, 0. Okay. 45-second gain 120. Good night, Larry. Glad you could stop by. Okay, let me see if I can do some average stacking. Okay. Yeah, the gain's 120. Let's see. This may be my, well, let's see, where's the cocoon after this? We're at 53 and 23. One last target for the night. Let's go to the Cocoon Nebula.
Telescope slewing to target. Telescope slew complete.
Okay, that's Cocoon. And let me stop the stand. Let's see. Cocoon should be coming up. Let me change the title. Bubble. Cocoon. There is the cocoon. Make sure I'm still digital binning too. Let's say dark field. I'm still on high conversion gain, yeah, and digital binning 2, average, yes. And then let's go back to color, and align. Okay, so let's see what happens. And this will be the last target for the night. Whenever it decides to start stacking. Okay, there's the first, I guess, of the cocoon. Jeff, I'm not going to make the Pac-Man tonight. I have an early appointment with my neurologist so he can do another brain scan to see if the seizure medicine is doing its magic. My wife is anxious to get back on the road again. We have a 2-week camping trip scheduled for a week before to a week after Thanksgiving, about 2 hours from the house. So we're looking forward to getting away from here. I'm going to let this run a little bit longer, and then I'll be pulling the plug. But I'll have a couple of videos to post tomorrow because I've been recording everything so far. Yeah, Jim, they did a what is it, MRI with and without contrast, and they found no tumors, no leakage, no whatever that would have caused it, but they did see some spiking in the frontal lobe. So they put me on some anti-seizure medicine, and who knows? Doctor said that about 10% of the population has a seizure once in their lifetime, and of those, about 10% have a reoccurrence. Yep, basically a short circuit. Did they show me the pinwheel on the wall where they throw the dart? No, you've lost me there. For some reason, I'm having problems with okay. looks like it's hung up on, it's not advancing. That'll be another question for Rock tomorrow. All of a sudden, the stacking has creeped. Oh well, folks. I'm calling it quits. I have to go close everything up and try to get some sleep. And good luck, Dewey. When do you expect to get your all-sky camera? Okay. I'm trying to develop a spreadsheet with how I have mine set up running. And if I get it developed, I will post it to the group. So it'll give you an idea of how I have mine set up and give you a place to start from. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by, and I'm signing off for now. Until next time, have a good evening.